With the month of July nearing its end, it's time for our monthly account update, where I show you my progress so far, my thoughts about how the account is progressing, and of course, give any pointers where needed. So stick around in this video because I'm going to be showing you what a 65 million near maxed account looks like in Call of Dragons. What is up, guys? MEOWER here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So, it's nearing the end of July, so that means in our tradition that we showcase our account and what we've gotten or how far we've gotten so far. If I remember correctly, in the account update of June, we reached 60 million power and we unlocked two T5, I believe. So, we're going to be following our standard format where we showcase our technology, our building, our troops, and then we'll be showcasing our inventory, the artifacts, and finally the commanders. And then I'll be giving you my thoughts about how I feel about the game so far, how the progress have changed a little bit, and etc. 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 So, with that being said, let's get started. So, compared to last month, we finished our entire technology tree, which means that we have finally unlocked all our T5s. And we've switched to the Wilderberg faction. I think I switched it since last month, but I want to emphasize that as well. So we finished the Pathfinding 3, I mean. I kind of rushed it before the last Roots of War because the map is pretty tiny, so any significant amount of march speed is going to help me uh, go over the terrain pretty quickly and help me get to the front lines faster and be where I need to be at the right time at the right pace. So we're pretty much done with everything related to technology, which means that any research speed ups we see in the goblin market right now is not going to be needed anymore, and it also gives me like the opportunity to be able to start hoarding up speed ups for troop training for events in the future. So starting from now, I'm also going to be starting to hoarding up speed ups in general, whether if it's troop training or universals, because pretty much allows me to have times two the amount of speed ups I need to speed up troop training, which is pretty much what I'm gonna be investing in anyways, because I don't really use speed ups on anything else. So I'm just gonna be hoarding up my speed ups till next September, where the new commanders come out, and maybe I'll try to make a push for the SLEs, just enough to summon them or like level them up or whatever. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted by near the end of next month, August, and see how things have progressed so far. As for our power breakdown, this is pretty much the maximum power you can have in terms of technology, but this is not the maximum power you can have in terms of building. I haven't really been upgrading my refineries to level 25 yet. Eventually I'll do it, but I just don't see a use of it right now, unless I need to like artificially jack up my power one way or another. I don't feel like it's worth it because it's not only is it a really heavy resource investment, because as you can see, it costs 33.8 million gold and wood and 25 million ore, plus a 2,000 gem item, which, if we do some math, we need three of those here, so that's 6,000 gems. We need another three here, that's another 6,000, so total of 12,000. And then we need probably another three here, so another 6,000, so that's 18,000. And then finally another 6,000, so that is a total of 24,000 gems just for resource production buildings, which is kind of worthless, not gonna lie, at least for an account of my type, because I am a slight spender. So I do spend money, meaning I buy bundles or buy dailies, at least for now. I haven't really been maintaining my regular $18 a day schedule due to some real life stuff, but I do plan on returning to keeping up that, maintaining that, just to keep my account in maintenance mode, where I buy the dailies and then two packs of Heroes of Tamaris, netting me five universals a day, and just whatever commander I'm working on. So that is pretty much everything in regards. Yeah, my troops. Before I forgot, this is what my troop count looks like so far. We're closing in on 3 million total troops. Ever since I've sped up some training for spearmen and satyr witches and axemen, haven't really been speeding up training for wolf riders or wyvern riders. My next plan is probably gonna be training some cavalry at least, because I haven't really been focusing much on training cavalry versus training archers or mages, as my cavalry commanders are by far my weakest march. But come September, when the new commanders come out, maybe I'll max them both and then switch up my focus and maybe get some cavalry rolling. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how the next 2 months progress, because I'm just pretty much tying up all loose ends on my account and still have plenty of time before the new commanders come out, because one of them will probably be in the Wheel of Fortune and the other is going to be in SLE. So Wheel of Fortune commanders are super easy to level up. SLE commanders take a little time, but they will be in dailies. It's a bit of a loop de loop, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's go to the items. So we'll start off with this. I have a confession to make. I slightly used some of those resources I said I would stock up till the end of the season. But this was a one-time thing. It was an emergency. We had a war. I needed to speeded some troop training. T5 are expensive. Okay, don't judge me. T5 are expensive, and when you all eventually reach T5, you're gonna feel my struggles. Okay, so this is what we've had stocked up so far. As you can see, I haven't really been spending that much in general. Like, it's ups and downs, but I'm more consistent with the dailies more than anything else. Like, I try not to miss a single day of dailies, but sometimes real life comes into play. Some restrictions here or there. It's a bit complicated, but it is what it is. So this is my current resource amounts. I will be opening all of these when the new season begins on stream, because we usually have a stream at the start of every season. So we wipe out all that we've built up from last season and begin a blank slate. This is, of course, the amount of VIP I have is not enough to carry me to VIP 16 when it eventually comes out. Well, hopefully by then I'll up my spending a little bit, maybe get ready for it. Who knows? We'll see. This is my speed ups so far. My building speed ups, I just try to throw them on any building that I'm doing in terms of resource production. Just so, like, I don't like seeing this little hammer icon in front of me. I'm now starting to stock up on my speed ups again, especially universals. I did spend like quite a few universals to finish up my research tree, and of course all the research research speed ups. I mean, I used them up all just so they aren't put to waste. So for now, we're pretty much going to be using only two types of speed ups: troop training and universals, for pretty much training troops. So that's one of the perks of finally maxing out everything else. You kind of get an advantage over others, where you can use two types of speed ups at once and not feel bad, versus others having to choose between using universals on research, buildings, or troop training. This is my items. I did stock up a little bit here because I did buy the Blaze of Glory, and then some others were rewards from events. I haven't really begun to use them yet. I will start to use them next season, though, where I start to plan for the next SLEs. This is my elixirs. I haven't really been using elixirs. Like I always say, I should just fight normally and not waste my elixirs in preparation for a big war, but sadly that big war didn't really happen. uh, just some unforeseen circumstances on the server and the nature of the population of the server and such. So a lot has changed, I guess. Um, this is the vouchers. I am hoarding vouchers for commanders, because I didn't really need to spend anything for the Kanara wheel except the first 25, because I already have my Kanara awakened. So gave me a little advantage where I can get to save up the Goblin market vouchers for when the next wheel comes up, which should be a universal wheel, because supposedly the new wheel system will be two, 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 with the last two being universals. These two, I always tend to exchange them at the Goblin Market, anyways. So I haven't really been exchanging them that much. I should be exchanging those two pretty soon. I'll probably do it after the video. Gold keys and universal keys, I keep telling myself I'll hoard them to make an opening for a video, but I never really do. I don't have any discipline in that regard, but I do have some discipline for silver keys. We're also going to be streaming. Opening our usual CP. Like I like the streams of that. It's pretty chill, more open forum type of video stream. I mean, where I can focus more on chat, less clutter in my screen, just farming darklings, hoarding up speedups and such, and then answering all your questions and interacting with you guys. For my tokens here, I did spend quite a few from the G2 because you can now use it on all of your commanders, not just your Generation 2 commanders, which is an amazing change. It's one of the best changes that happened with the last patch. I absolutely love it. I just love it, love it, love it. As for this, I've been seeing a lot of people speaking about this. Two of those are already the confirmed cavalry commanders, and the developers did confirm four legendaries coming soon, but the other four, no news about them whatsoever. What they're gonna be, are they gonna be free to obtain gold keys? We have no idea what the other four are, but the next two are going to be cavalry. That's already been confirmed. And if you don't believe me, feel free to ask the customer service. What else is missing here? Here I'm just saving up these legendary tokens in general. I don't want to waste any actual universals just yet. Just hoarding them. I haven't really been hoarding any epic tokens because I finished all my epic commanders except my Eliana, which I should be starting to hoard them, but I just buy gold keys from the Goblin Merchant. Anyway, the stars, etc., etc., etc. And that's pretty much everything for my inventory. Oh yeah, my artifacts. Well, my artifacts, I did slightly progress in my artifacts. I'm still missing some of the more meta artifacts. I just hate the Forge of Light. I'm not a lucky person at all. My RNG is awful. If you watch the streams, me opening any keys, I always get the worst luck possible. So it makes me really hesitant to push anything. My core is still my core. I haven't really been switching up anything. I did get the gold crest though. Spent 270 key openings to get it, but we got it nonetheless. Let's go! It's a really strong artifact, and eventually, when it's maxed out, it's gonna hit like an absolute truck. Like 5,500 skill damage plus 1,800 when Frhagar is present is just gonna be one-shotting people. We got a lot of duplicates in terms of legendaries. Some of our artifacts have been leveled up slightly. We're already almost level 5 on this, even though I'm not really a garrison lead. But maybe I will after this is leveled up because I'm not really missing anything else to be one. But we'll see. We'll see. Depends on what my alliance needs from me. I have been exchanging some of the epics though in the Goblin Merchant just to buy more keys, and that's pretty much everything in terms of my artifacts. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the commanders. I did progress quite a little bit in my commanders, where I finally awakened my Velen, I awakened my Guard Daddy, for Roots of War, of course, these are two I spent some on them in order to awaken for the Roots of War. I was debating awakening my Emrys as well because I can afford it. I can easily just awaken Emrys right now, but since there are two cavalry commanders coming, I think Emrys and Bakshi might fall off a flavor. We'll see though. So I'm just like hesitant to do it. So instead, I've switched my focus on from the daily deals on Thea. Frhagar, I'm already gonna awaken from her next wheel next season. I'm not really missing any tokens for her at all. Just two more wheels and I have her awakened, so I see no use of me getting her from dailies or spending any G2 tokens on her. With just a little patience, I'll have her awakened anyways. And Syndrome is now in my dailies, but I haven't really been bothering with him yet. I don't know. I'm just not impressed with him. Like he's good, but Nico, Kenara, Frhagar, and even Husk just feels so much better than he does. Like I don't know. I'm still torn apart on it. So now from dailies, I'm just focusing on my Thea, which she should pair just nicely with the new flying cavalry commander coming out. I mean, I could just say I could just do it and use all my tokens on her, but wasting tokens on a commander like Thea is not really recommended. So I'll just passively buy her tokens from the dailies. If I do manage to finish her within the next month and a half, I'll start focusing on Syndrome. I don't really want to waste any dailies on these two yet. I'd rather just get them passively from the gold keys. I mean, cavalry right now are not in the best spot. They have their niche, but for me and my focuses and the other commanders and such, even my artifact isn't really that good from them. Like, I'm missing way too much to be a proper cavalry commander versus I have amazing setup for my mages, amazing setup for my archers. Like, I'm just missing way too much to be a proper cavalry player. Maybe I'll change my mind over the next month. You guys will probably see in the next account update. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Of course, I'm working on my Indus from the Dragon Trail shop. I try to get at least two tokens from her to eventually awaken her. No, nothing else, nothing better to get from the Dragon Trail shop, anyways. So might as well just focusing on her. And yeah, we're pretty much almost maxed out in terms of all my commanders. I mean, I can awaken at least Emrys and someone else right now, and then have like three commanders left. But there's just no point in rushing right now. And that is what my current almost 65 million power account looks like. Of course, guys, if you like content like this, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, join my Discord to give me any video ideas you'd like to see. I always am looking for video ideas and ways to interact with you guys because, well, the reason why I do these videos is to help out others. And plus, I do enjoy making content myself. I find it a very fun hobby. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.